There are waterfalls that are close by. And then there's this lovely place in Comfort Castle where I think it has the best manicured lawn. It's harder than mushroom in terms of you have to use some force to chew it and bite down on it. So I know sometimes Kareem's Quest carry to the upscale places, but this is an authentic Jamaican experience. There are young men who are doing fishing in the Rio Grande. There are people here that can sell patty. They make their own patty and they sell their own patty. So you support the locals wherever you can. This is Kareem's Quest second time in this community of Ginger House. It's in Portland. And I found this beautiful village type setting that's called Katawud. Now, on the premises is basically somewhere that you camp. All right, there's a river that runs adjacent to it. Them have a nice little cooking area and basically like a community kitchen where you just sit down and you can relax, and they have different places where you can set up your hammocks and things like that. So if you're an outdoor person, then this is definitely the place for you. So let's get going straight into it so I can show you where are some of the key places or key spots on this compound.
Kareem's Quest. Travel different from the rest. You're watching Kareem's Quest. It's always an adventure when you're watching Kareem's Quest.
On my way to the community of Ginger House in Portland, I was feeling for some jackfruit. So I stopped and supported the local vendor as I usually do. I drove for another hour to get to Katawud Village, and once I arrived, I was captivated by the greenery, especially along the driveway. Everybody wants to stay in a tent on the outside. Some people prefer to stay inside in a cabin. Now remember, this is a beautiful community, all right? There's so many lovely places to see. There is a lovely bridge that connects the community. And I mean, it's like a landmark, and it is used by commuters all around in terms of just getting around the place and navigating, you know, the different spaces. There are waterfalls that are close by. Some of them can be like as easy as probably like a 10-minute trek, especially if you know the path and you use the local. There are people here that can sell patty. They make their own patty and they sell their own patty. So you support the locals wherever you can. There are young men who are doing fishing in the Rio Grande. So, and then there's this lovely place in Comfort Castle where I think it has the best manicured lawn. If you go there, so I challenge you, if you know of a better manicured lawn than where that place is, let Kareem's Quest know. So I'm going to be covering all of those places while doing my review of Katawud so that you can get experience, a second-hand experience of what community tourism is like. This is true community tourism. You have some parochial road in a place called Milbank, and I mean, the people there are very nice. They do a lot of farming there as well. So let's get going, all right? Now, keep in mind, not everybody wants to stay on the outside, all right? So there is a studio cabin. But before I show you a studio cabin, let me show you a little play area for the kids. And remember, this is more of a rustic place. So this is a small play area for the kids. There is this trampoline on this side, and there is also a swing here. So there are just different activities that you can do, that you can, you know, I mean, if you're like a child, it can go and hold you. But the truth of the matter is, the biggest selling point when you're here at somewhere like this is to go out and explore, all right? So let us go into the cabin. Let us have a look. And the cabin is very basic. Let me just tell you that from now. So it's a studio in the truest sense. So you can have like we have two blow-up beds here. So you can have your two beds. You know, they decorate the walls, they put the musical instruments on the walls, they put, you know, various photos there. So, you know, I mean, it kind of give you that creative vibe. Curtains are used to kind of block out some of the sunlight. And then one good thing, I must give them credit, there are a lot of mesh here, which is very important, all right? Because when you come to these places, especially as a foreigner, there are a lot of mosquitoes, and the mosquitoes seem to target foreigners, all right? So locals don't get bothered by it. But foreigners do, all right? So it's a lovely little space to stay. You rest your head here, and then you go out and you start to venture, and you start to talk to community people, and you start to get to understand the history, especially the Maroon history, because in this vicinity, the Maroon heritage is extremely strong. After settling in, I quickly went to explore the community as I was told about this beautiful waterfall that was close by. This journey can be a rough one because I'm basically in search of the waterfall. No, it's not that easy, alright? I'm walking through a lot of rocks. Good. But beside me is a lovely river. See that river? So when you're staying at Katawud, I mean, the entire experience is a lovely experience because you get to explore the other communities, and so I get to explore communities like people that for the tour to the foolishness, the newest dance and everything like that. But I get to explore other communities like Comfort Castle, which is a beautiful place. And I must say, all of these communities are really nice. Like, when you stop and you talk to the people, you know, you want to support every bar as much as you can. So, you find little things to stop and buy. Bottle of water, bag of peanut, whatever it is that you can stop and support and buy, you support and buy. Now, I saw a pig tie up close to the river. So, see that, what I say? The walk takes some skill to do this on videoing. I have finally reached for another location now. I took a lot of bad turns to get here. And I mean, I was videoing it all the way, just trying to find the location. And, you know what I mean, I saw a little hog along the way, see a banana field, see a lot of lush vegetation. But this is called Three Rock River, or Three Sister Rock. Right? And I guess because there are 3 rocks there. Now, if I'm incorrect, people who are from this vicinity, please correct me in the comment section, all right? But this is one of the main attractions, which is a waterfall area. Now, I'm told that in this water, sometimes you can see fishes and you can just see different sea creatures just enjoying themselves, and you can catch something as well. So, it's a nice place when you're at Katawud. I encourage people to explore the community because this is what we call community tourism. So even Ingrid, who cooks for us, I mean, she's giving us a different dish every single day. After all that climbing, I was hungry. So I went back to Katawud to try this food called Cocoon for the first time. Now Kareems Quest is going to try the Cocoon for the first time, all right? So it's like mushroom, but it's with rundown. It's harder than mushroom. In terms of you have to use some force to chew it and bite down on it. But I presume it's a good meat substitute. Alright? So I'll go on yes or no. Ton corn meal tastes good as usual. Cook up really nice. And pak choy and carrot is like always my favorite. This medley right here, so really lovely. Alright, so when you come to Katawud, make sure that you try some of the food. I mean, it's cooked down in rich like coconut oil, and it's cooked down with blended coconut, freshly blended coconut as well. So, you know, you're really kind of getting that also that farm to table type feel when you're eating here. So, nice, good breakfast. I wanted to get some more information about Cocoon, so I asked the owner of the property to give me some more insight.
We call it Cocoon, right? Cacoon. The scientific name is Entada gigas. It's the largest bean in the world. In different countries, them have different names for it, one of which is lucky seed. So with respect to the Maroons, it has several importance. The leaves of the Cocoon, because it's a vine, right? It's what the Maroons used to use to camouflage themselves when our ancestors were fighting against the British, primarily. So they would wrap themselves in the cocoon leaf and them could stand up beside a tree or then at the bush and camouflage, and that would allow them to attack the British. So that's one use for it. And now the seed now has many uses, right? So the seed um is used as a food as you had it, like you crack a nut and they have to, it's an elaborate long process of preparing the seed because it has to be soaked in water over several days to take out, like cassava, it have certain poison in it where you have to take out, right? Yeah, you have to soak it. Or like ackee, you have to pick out the red something out of ackee. So this has to, them have to soak it for make it edible, and then they cook it as you had it.
Once my stomach was settled, it was back to exploring Katawud Village. And by the way, if you are loving this adventure, check out the one I did on a similar property, Ambassador Eco Lodge. Now I'm at the communal spot. Now this is where you can eat your breakfast, sit down with family and friends and new friends that you would have met being here. It has a seating for easily over 20 people. All right, have stools as well that you can just have your drink and look at the river, and you're constantly hearing the river in the background. Now, this is a Maroon community by and large, all right? So you have basically a wall that's dedicated to a lot of the Maroons, so you will see a lot of the figureheads. Rest in peace to Colonel Maroon, who was the chief of the Charlestown Maroon, was a really beautiful lady. Big up to all my people in Charlestown for that. And you will find different other activities and community people that, some people catch them fish, some people doing their farming, different things like this. I see this wall expanding more and more each time, and I see the owner probably utilizing more space in terms of just to celebrate that Maroon culture. Now you also have all your little kiddies games, your basketball and things like that. So all of those stuff are there. Let me just go and walk you through now. Keep in mind, this is a really natural and authentic place, all right? So I know sometimes Kareems Quest carry to the upscale places, but this is an authentic Jamaican experience place, all right? So when you see the layout, and it's not owned by no big conglomerate, it's owned by somebody who born and grow in Jamaica and lives abroad, but still want come and frequently visit his parish and spend time in his parish, all right? So keep that in mind. So this is the bar area, and on some of the shelves you have roots. If you know about roots, you can write something down. So people who know about these things, they can explain it to the viewers who are watching who don't necessarily know. So come and show you more places, all right? And work is constantly being done here. So again, you keep that in mind, When people are save up their money, they might do them thing. They will just get a quick look into the kitchen, because Ingrid a cook. Ingrid, what you cook this morning?
I'm cooking steamed hot choy.
Yeah?
Coconut rundown with cocoon. Turn cornmeal.
While walking around the property, I was told that the best drum maker in the island lived in Milbank, which was about 2 to 3 communities away. I'm in the lovely community of Milbank. A lot of farmers are here and some very talented people, and I found one of the talented people is called Mr. Campbell. Now, Mr. Campbell make the best drums in all of, would you say all of Jamaica, Mr. Campbell?
Well, I wouldn't, but then I know that me on the #1 list,
You're on the #1 list. So, I'm on #1 list. So, talk to me, what is this drum right up here? So, what is this one called?
That one is a Maroon drum.
Maroon drum?
Yes, a bongo drum.
Bongo. What's the difference between
a
the bongo?
Drum. Say a Congo drum.
A Congo drum, okay. Because I was going to ask you, bongo is smaller, right?
Well, then yes, and taller.
And taller? Okay, then so it make a more hollow sound.
Yes, indeed.
All right, then cool. And what type of?
And the Maroon use that one for the kumina thing,
Okay, so this is for the kumina.
Yeah.
All right, so the kumina is a very rich tradition with the Maroons. And what is this called?
That's a djembe drum.
A djembe drum?
Djembe.
Now, what's the purpose of a djembe drum, and what different sounds does it make, and what is it used primarily for?
Okay, well, the djembe can give you every sound that the other drums make.
Really?
Yeah. a drum there.
Oh, wow. So it can give you like up to how much sounds?
Well, then approximately 10 different sound if you can monitor it really.
Okay. All right, then cool. So we have this drum. And what about that drum that I'm looking at right here? So this one.
This one?
Yeah.
It's a kete drum.
It's a kete.
Kete drum.
All right. So I'm going to ask the camera person to just look into these drums so you can just see what it is like right now. How long before this is finished?
Approximately 3 weeks.
Now, what is the rest of the process like for something like this? What else you going to do with it?
Okay. Get it more fine, like
so you're going to shave it down.
sand it down and bring the top on.
The top will be what? Goat skin?
Yes, indeed.
It has to be only goat skin?
Yeah, it has to be goat skin.
Can't be cow skin?
No.
Okay.
And then we weld the iron ring. It made with three iron ring. One under the bottom, two on the top. So the skin fall in the steel rim. And the rope that you put to the knitting to dry.
Yes.
But then the nylon cord is best.
Okay. The nylon cord is best?
Yes, because the other cord, them, you know, flexible when you draw them, they still lose tension.
Oh, so that sometimes people would have to come back to you then for maintenance?
Yes. You know, put in some more tension.
All right. So no, you're not just talented with that though, but you make these nice beads and, you make these nice ornaments as well, jewelry, right?
Yes, yes.
So something like this.
That one in your hand, there's a bundle to wear with that one is the same.
Okay.
This one is a, you know.
Oh, it's a set?
Right.
Okay, then good. So you make these sets as well?
Yes, man.
All right, so he does his jewelry. And I mean, I'm spending some time at Katawud in Portland and in Ginger House, Portland to be exact. But you can't just be at places like those and not explore the community and really get a first-hand feel of community tourism. Show me where you show me. Go on. This is how I know.
That's a lake for picking up soup.
Which one?
This one.
Oh, tremendous to take up that. Yes, man. So you see when you make the big soup pot them, you got the nine
fire.
them. Yeah,
big
don't
wooden
it?
Fire.
Big wooden fire.
And the heat is strong.
Yes.
So you can stay a good distance with a tall handle and take soup all the way up. You know.
All right. So you take soup. Are you served with this too?
Yes, man. Throw out in you would have another container if you like. Or you throw it into like, take for instance.
This and just throw it so.
All right.
All right. Manish water soup. What type of soup you think?
Yes, man. Manish water, man. Them same word, man. Them boy call it gelding soup.
Gelding. So, yeah, if you know about gelding horse, then you'll understand why they use the term, right? Anything else you want to show, Mr. Campbell?
Well, this one is a mortar, you know.
Yes.
Domestic mortar for the kitchen.
Can beat out your coffee, beat out your chocolate.
And seasoning mortar, we call these.
And they said this kind of bring out a different flavoring when you do it that way as opposed to blend it?
No, it will bring a different flavor, but then more handy for the kitchen.
Okay. No, well, some people prefer to beat out their spices though.
Yeah, man, you put your spice in there.
Yeah, but I'm saying some people prefer that than blending it.
Okay.
Yeah, because some people take the pimento, then prefer beat it.
Exactly.
As opposed to put things in the blender.
Because well, that's it, you know. That's it. Yeah. Because the pimento, you have to get it into one of these small mortar, even big mortar, and pound it out.
Well, you know, nowadays people put everything in a blender. That's the master the old time people them prefer for certain things.
But this is the right stuff.
This is the right stuff. And you have the big,
and that one now for commercial the chocolate.
One. Okay then.
Big one, crush the chocolate.
Crystal and mortar, yeah.
Yes, and the big bricklayer as well. They call that.
All right then, cool.
So if a person buy a mortar and them no harder say I need bricklayer with it, them would get it with this and the mortar. But if they only have just a mortar, they only get that.
All right, Mr. Campbell, thank you so much, all right?
Yes,
One
sir.
love and blessings.
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Campbell also have him shop too, so you can buy your stuff them, so come support him shop as well whenever you're here. Even if you don't want any musical instrument, you can get your little toiletries, your can stuff them, your soda, things like that.
On my way back to Ginger House, I saw this monumental bridge, which is one of the main ways to access the community of
Cornwall Barracks. I was told about a famous bridge that connects two communities, and I'm going to be walking on this bridge right now to give you a feel of, well, give a description then of what it is like, right? Very sturdy, supported by cables. If you look to your right or to your left, you'll get to see that Rio Grande River. Really nice river. And you're hearing it flow in a strong manner. So, you know what I mean? You really get to enjoy it. And right up there is a fall. Like if you look at that fall, look at that fall. So needless to say, when you're at this location, you're going to feel a lot of just different things taking place in nature. So let's continue walking on. I mean, this is also a nice spot to just come and relax. So there's some things that, you know, we might take for granted as Jamaicans, but people who come to these places, they love it. All right, so let me go and show you. Now, when you're in the middle of the bridge, it can feel a little bit scary because this is the part that vibrates the most, all right? So when you're in the middle, you know, it can feel scary. And I mean, you're looking over and I presume this is about like upwards of 20 feet from the ground, all right? But you get a beautiful view of the river. And I mean, as I explore the community, you know, I try to go to all of these different places to get a understanding, you know, of the people, also of our ancestry. These are routes that even along the hillside, like those are places that the Maroons would have trotted on a frequent basis, all right? So Kareems Quest going to continue the exploration. I see somebody coming and they're trying to get to their community. So we're going to continue moving forward. Stay tuned to Kareem's Quest as I continue to explore the beautiful communities of Jamaica. Wagwan everybody, if you're enjoying my videos on Kareem's Quest, I've got even more great content for you. So be sure to subscribe to my channel for new episodes. And if you want to find some of the best hotels, restaurants, and hidden gems in Jamaica, check out my website kareemsquest.com. I also curate tours and do itineraries, so feel free to email me at any time. On this quest, I'm continuing to explore Katawud Village in Portland, a property that is truly one with nature. It's a great spot for camping, with rivers that run parallel on both sides of the community, one being the famous Rio Grande River. Here, there are two buildings, a studio cabin, and the other is a general meeting area with a kitchen, where the chef is going to show me how to prepare a cultural dish that includes a local fruit, cocoon. You will probably start, you know, your eating at your communal spot. But before I show you there, so come let me show you the river. Anybody who knows Kareem's Quest knows that Kareem's Quest loves water. I don't necessarily like to go in the water, but I just like to be where water is. All right, so you have your Katawud Village sign. And remember, if you want to find more interesting places like these, just come to kareemsquest.com, all right? So let's take a step down to the river. And majority of here is wheelchair accessible. So if you look parallel to these stairs, you will see a wheelchair pathway, which is very thoughtful. So let us go now and look at the river. Now, some of the rocks are painted with the name of the establishment, which is Katawud, and there are safety lines just to let people know that, hey, don't go beyond this point. The water right here is pretty shallow based on what I'm looking at. I mean, right there probably be about 2 feet, and right there probably be about 4.5 feet. So it's a nice spot to relax at. Keep in mind that we are really high, not necessarily too high, but we're very elevated. So this temperature is usually very cool. Look, now let me try the water and see. Oh yes. But you know what I find with this type of water? It feels cold initially, but once you're in it long enough, you kind of get accustomed to it and your body gets accustomed to it and it doesn't feel that bad, but you're going to feel that first thing. Now, if you look, there is a river that flows from up there, comes straight down, but there's also water coming from the parallel mountain area. So there's water basically running from this forest into the river as well. So that's one of the beautiful things about nature. Also, when you're out here, there are a lot of birds. I'm seeing a lot of birds out here, you know what I mean? So it's a relaxing experience to be at. Now, let me be fair, you really have to love nature. All right, this is not one of them places there where it look like nature, but it's not really nature, and it has modern amenities. No, this is one of them places where it's really nature driven. All right, so you're not getting like hot water. Keep that in mind. All right, you're going here. Like I don't know what people call this in other countries, but we have this insect that we call peony wally. I'm positive that's not the correct name, but it was in the cabin that I was in, and it just kept lighting it up. And I mean, if you appreciate things like that, then you will love it here. But it is authentic nature. All right, it's no pretense nature. So just keep that in mind.
After spending some time by the river, I was told about this spot down the road where the owner made his own patty. So of course, I had to try it.
My tour of the community continues now. Look how muddy up, right? So I went to what them call it? Three Sister Rock? What them call the waterfall place, the river? Three Sister River? Three Sister River, right? And so I did a whole heap of trodding. And so now what the brother name, one place name? What? Russia? Russia. Flash. All right. So we have Flash place. Now Flash do patty, right? And him have fried chicken and some whole heap of stuff. So when you're at Ginger House in Portland, this is one of the places that you stop, all right? People them always friendly, by the way. Good? So I want a chicken patty, please. So and see, look what them have. So you can get your fried chicken them this kind of hot. You get your fried chicken them when you come here, so support the locals, all right? This is what real community tourism is all about. Getting that authentic feel of Jamaica while the Rio Grande River is running parallel to it. You understand? Really nice set of people them too, and the road smooth and nice. I came here a couple of years ago, road was horrible. Now the road smooth and pretty. All right, so we have this. We have a drink. Oh, this hot too, don't it? We have a drink.
I've been there, ginger beer thing.
You have a cran water?
Yeah.
Give me a cran water, no?
I want the grape one or regular.
Give me the grape one.
Grape one in there.
We'll give it a regular one then. All right, how much this though?
500.
All right, so listen, come here, so come support the community. You know, make everybody know, say, yo, you come, you know, be a part of the wider picture in Jamaica. Bless up.
Thank you.
Once again, I headed back to Katawud to watch the chef, Miss Ingrid, prepare a local dish with a famous ingredient called cocoon.
Now we are going to go into the kitchen and see what Ingrid are going with. Ingrid, what are you up to?
You know me there, though.
You there?
Yeah.
All right, so let us go and see what Ingrid is doing. So you can follow, All right, come on, go here. So Ingrid lay out everything. Ingrid, what we're going to eat for breakfast?
This is cocoon.
This is cocoon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cooked down in coconut juice. This is the coconut.
Okay then. Now what is cocoon, by the way? It look like mushroom.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
But this one grow up on the tree like it's a waste.
Okay. Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
And it grow in this area?
Yeah.
A lot?
Mm-hmm.
All right then, cool. Mm-hmm. So cocoon, you have your tomato, you cut up some vegetable for
right,
you cook.
we put in the steam pop choy.
Yeah.
And this is the pumpkin that we're gonna use to do the turn corn meal.
All right, so we got some turn corn meal, right? So turn corn meal is a staple in Jamaica, right? It's a very relatively very inexpensive meal to cook, so it has been a traditional thing for many Jamaicans to eat. And you know what I mean, we had to make use, our ancestors had to make use of a lot of the things like chicken back and, you know what I mean, the scrappy parts of the chicken as well. And we turn on make fashion, we make some very delectable dishes with these things, all right? So how long before it will finish?
About the next 20 minutes.
Next 20 minutes. All right, so food that cook up and everything, Nice. Were you from this community, by the way?
Yes, I am. Not joining community.
Which one? Milbank?
Barracks, Cornwall Barracks.
Cornwall Barracks?
Yeah.
No, all these communities seem to be very close. What produces Cornwall Barracks known for? What them produce? What them do this?
Dasheen, banana.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all of that.
It's a farming community?
Right.
Yeah, because everywhere I go here, so I see some type of farming taking place, right? What school you used to go to here?
Moortown.
Okay, Moortown.
Yeah.
And that is linked to the Maroon. So I would
Right,
presume
exactly.
you're Maroon as well?
Right.
All right, see there? So we meet up a nice Maroon people them. I mean, what I love about all of these communities is how friendly the people are. I mean, they're really nice. You can talk to almost anybody. Don't it, Ingrid?
Definitely.
Yeah, man, Ingrid is like a warrior, but Ingrid afraid of one thing. Ingrid, tell the people them the one thing where you're afraid of, Ingrid. Tell them, Ingrid. You want to tell them?
Oh, God.
It's Ingrid is afraid of frogs, right? And on this property at night, for whatever reason, the frog them come up. But Ingrid, how them leave when them come?
Somebody get them out or they leave by themselves.
I think them just like Ingrid, to be honest. Because when me alone there, I not see them. But you see when Ingrid here, Ingrid is like a superstar to the frog there. So them just keep coming. So Ingrid, you got to start up something there.
Me I go deal with them case, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, me I go deal with them case.
Ingrid, me I like how that sound. People who have to write a petition in the comment section that Ingrid must not deal with the frogs then, because me I like how Ingrid says she's gonna deal with the frog them, alright? That one just sound different. So let me just show you the dishes that I'm gonna show you what go on in the pot then. No, let me show you what go on with Ingrid pot. Ingrid, what I'm gonna show them what go on in the pot them, you know.
This is the pumpkin. Yeah.
So the pumpkin nut.
Right.
Alright, yeah, stir it.
Right.
No, you told me something very interesting about the what? Kwaku, what's your name?
Cocoon.
Cocoon. Now, tell me the whole process with it in terms of how does it get to this stage? It has to stay in the river?
Oh, well, you pick it, parch it, get the shell off, and then you soak it for...
Parch it now mean that you put on a zinc?
No, you put it in a big pot or
and
roast it.
Yeah, all right, good.
Yeah. And then you get the shell off.
Yeah.
And you soak it whether in the river or in pan, but you have to change it. If you put it in the pan, you have to change it day by day, change the water.
Oh, really?
Day by day, yeah. But if it's
for how long?
Like 21 days.
So it needs to always be in motion water then, basically.
Right, right.
Okay then, for fresh water all the while.
Fresh water.
So 21 times you have to check. Why do you have to do it so much though?
That's what I learned. I don't...
I understand, yeah. You learn it from the ancestors.
Right.
So if you do it sooner than the 21 days, what do you think happen? You don't want to find out. So these things are passed down for centuries, all right? I mean, the Maroons have been around, I mean, probably documented from the 1600s thereabout, right? In terms of just being active. They may have been around even before that, good, but these are recipes that they would have passed down for centuries upon centuries. So communities like, as she said, Milbank, Comfort Castle. What next one? Barrack?
Cornwall Barracks.
Cornwall Barrack, right? And Ginger House.
Right.
Now, how the name Ginger House? Ginger House just feel like my read. You know, when you read something I hear about Ginger House?
Oh, maybe. I think the, back in the days, them said this is this community must where they used to store ginger.
Oh, where them used to store ginger?
Right.
Ah, that makes sense. But then, no more know how them get the name. Wait a bit. Now there's a community in Trelawney that name. Wait a bit, you know. Real name, you know. Right? Proper registered name. Wait a bit. Look it up if you don't believe me. Alright, so we're just going to go and chill out a little bit until the food ready. Now it's time for me to go to one of the most picturesque spots in the area at Comfort Castle. It's on a private property with the Rio Grande River running behind it. I am in Comfort Castle at this place called Massi, Riverside. Good. Now this is arguably the best lawn I've ever seen in Jamaica. Gentlemen, yes, I can walk down there, sir?
Yes, sir.
Can do it? All right. You're coming from church, Elder Thompson?
Yes, sir.
What's your church name?
Comfort Castle SDA.
First Castle? Comfort Castle?
Castle.
SDA.
Seventh-day Adventist.
SDA. So Comfort Castle, 7-day Adventist, all right? Yes. So thank you so much, Elder. All right, so we're going to go down here. So this is the best lawn that I've ever seen, right? And I've been here like twice, and whoever does the landscaping here, so kudos to you. And regarding the Massi people them, kudos to you again. What is the name of the waterfall? All right, so everywhere it says private property, but this is one of the most picturesque area that you can be in Jamaica. All right, so let's check it out. Oh wow, oh wow, lovely river. See somebody all washed down yesterday. So different things are going on at the river. And it's a male washing too. So everybody who thinks that the man them now wash, the man them wash too. But this is still part of the Rio Grande River. You have some kids up there so catching janga and things like that. And this is nature at its best. Really lovely experience. So again, I'm staying at Katawud, and while I'm staying at Katawud, I'm exploring the different communities and what all these communities have to offer. The people here are just so friendly. I mean, I'm getting so much advice. I get Patty, I get information about the different areas, and you know, to see some of the tourist attractions. This is true community tourism. My next venture was to head back to Katawud to view the rest of the property, especially the camping areas. Okay, so this is the area now. I suspect that if I come back here in another 6 months, it's going to look very different, because if you even look right down there, so you can see the guys them doing some work already. So you know that things are going to be looking very different. I would also think that, well, this seems like just a social spot. You come, you play a domino, things like that. And there is an outdoor bathroom, and the outdoor bathroom is here. All right, so if you're camping and you have your campgrounds down there, so you have your outdoor bathroom here. All of these poles also are equipped to take on a hammock. So you have your relaxation spot. So you come here, when you're at Portland, Portland is like a chill place. It's a very slow pace. You know, it's a parish where you just come and enjoy yourself. You're constantly here in the river. It rains constantly here. So, you know, you kind of feel that more relaxed vibe. All right, so let's get going. Up here are some bamboos. I don't know if they're going to ever make raft with it, but you have Rio Grande rafting that is also, you know, relatively close by in the Berrydale community. So you can actually be here and then go straight to rafting. And when you go to rafting, you have like Belinda, who has a restaurant on the pathway of the raft. And then you end up at Rafters Rest. And that is a 3.5-hour tour. I never even realized that it was so long until I did it the first time several years ago. Anyway, back to this. So you can see that work is still being done. This is another relaxation area. It looks like it's going to be like an outdoor food area as well, because I see pipes. I don't know what the owner plans to do with this as yet. I don't know if he's going to turn this into a little cabin of sorts. But I mean, when you have land like this, there's so much potential. And there are so many people in Jamaica who can appreciate things like these, you know what I mean? We might not appreciate it. We might look at it and say, boy, this is where I grew up in a country. This is not nothing special. But to many people, this is special. So this is another camping ground. And on this camping ground, so you go up on this higher level, you put up your tents, and if you like tents, then and you can live outside and cool. Tips to many people: do not camp if you're not an early riser, because camping is not like you're living in a home where you have blinds and things like that that can really just, you know, block out the sun. Once the sun starts to rise, you will know, all right? And you just have to wake up. So if you don't like waking up early, don't do camping. All right, so this is the setting, and I would presume that this is the perimeter wall of his property, So I guess this is where everything stops. But these are the camping tents. You set them up, you start your thing. Now, this is another camping ground. Here's a level flat. And I need to ask them, what do they do when it starts to rain and them set up them camping equipment and everything like that? So this is authentic outdoor now. I keep saying that to people because sometimes I carry you to some places that are very real and very rustic and very true to nature. This is one of them, all right? Now, you all have your banana tree on property. Here's your banana tree. And it's kind of, some of the food here is basically farm to table type food. All right, so you eat organic Jamaican food now. Let's get going. We have workman here today. What go on, one bill? You build a gazebo? Okay then. But when this I go finish? Next month. So this is where people are going to sit down and relax, or this is where people can camp?
Well, circumstances depends on whether you can camp here, so that's it's not really a camping spot.
Okay, so it's not really a camping spot, it's just really a gazebo. Alright, so more a social spot. So let's get going. Let's keep walking. And again, the river continues to flow. And I can't tell you how beautiful this sounds at night when you're just hearing the river and you stand up right here, so. One of the best feelings in the world. Now, here is another shower area. Now, let me tell you this now. I had to bathe in this. And when you're bathing in this and there's no water heater, you learn how to bathe fast. Alright, so this is another shower area. And you really have to like things like these. Alright? Turn on your pipe and you start to take your outside shower. Or if you want, you can literally just boil some water, put in a pan, and you mix it. You have to just listen, you have to go back to your roots and just know. Some people don't understand what I mean, but some people do, alright? You know, the past, when time very cold, you boil water and you mix that water with this water until you get the right temperature that you want, and you get a little bucket and you have a little container and you throw that water on yourself. That's how we used to do it. Alright, that was our water heater before water heater. Now, here's another camping ground, and this is basically on a leveled surface, and it kind of give you some signals to let you know where the perimeter ends. But this is a nice camping ground, and it's partially canopied by trees, so you know you kind of have a little bit of shade here. But the weather in Portland is so unique because it always kind of feel this way. Europeans love Portland for that reason. Alright, it always feels this way where it's almost going to rain and you might have a little sunshine for a little bit, and you always have somewhere in Portland where you have to hang up your clothes inside. Keep that in mind. Alright, so it's a lovely parish. It has a lot of banana. It is known for bananas. I mean, this is probably where a lot of the banana ships used to come, both here and another bay in St. Mary. So you're going to find some of the best bananas in Jamaica, both green and ripe, in Portland. This was another lovely, great adventure for me, just being in a place called Ginger House. Now, I can't believe that the real name is actually Ginger House. I mean, it just sounds like something that I used to read as a child, like Hansel and Gretel type thing. But the correct name is actually Ginger House, and it has a lot of beautiful adjacent communities as well. The people here are very lovely. They are very hospitable. You can go up to them and talk to them. A lot of farmers, people who take a lot of civic pride. So the roads are clean. You know what I mean? There's a lot of hard work going on and people making a living, having them shops and things like that. So today I was at Katawud Village. A lovely place to be, a lovely place to just enjoy yourself. If you're a true outgoing person, by the way. And as usual, if you want to find more great places like these, just go to my website, kareemsquest.com. I review a lot of hidden gems in Jamaica. This is definitely one of them, and it's definitely also off the beaten path. You know it always go, people. You're always welcome to join the quest.